running, and let's get
Conference will now
started.
be recorded.
All right, today is Thursday, February 7th, and as always, everything that we're going to be talking about today is for educational purposes only, and nothing is intended as any type of investment advice. All right, so we got a whole lot of stuff going on this morning, which is really nice to see going out there, but number one thing that is taking up pretty much all the volume is Twitter. So we know that they beat earnings, but then their guidance was pushed down a little bit from what I read. Although don't really care, to be completely honest, because my favorite thing that I've seen this morning so far in Twitter is these bid prints that we got coming into that 3150 level. So we can see as it was pushing back down right about here, beautiful, beautiful new selling. So basically what that's telling us is that we're going to be obviously already, it's happening, expecting a pretty, drastic pull up within here, some profit taking, some covering to come back in before we're going to, be looking for this trigger towards that downside to break underneath that 3150. Most logical spot to look for is obviously going to be that 30 level. That's exactly what the range on a normal day, about 139, give or take. So we're definitely going to be expecting more than that 139 range based off already trading 6.7 million shares, but absolutely phenomenal new buying around that 3150 level. Next one looking at is SLDB. So SLDB, one of the things that we saw this morning is, if it lets me go back, and it does, just beautiful new selling prints that came in at that 6 level. So as of right now, it's trading pretty consolidated at the moment, but I mean, the range is just huge compared to what we usually see. I mean, it actually trades at $2.43. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, $2.43. So it usually has a pretty big range, and based off what we're seeing coming into today, we should expect a higher than average one. And just once again, beautiful selling, new selling that came in at that 6 level right here. So telling us that we're after our pull up, we're going to be looking for the same type of deal for this thing to be able to continue on its way down. Next one looking at is STI. So STI and BEBT have merged apparently, and their charts pretty much look exactly the same. Coming over here, you can see that 6550 area. It's a little bit mixed. We have some ask prints, we have some bid prints. Nothing that's really that great coming back in. 65 was a lot more clear. We can see that buying coming in, pretty much right away. So we definitely do have that buying at 65, but 6550 is just going to need to show us more. As of right this second, there's not really enough there to show us that we're going to be able to continue or not continue. So we just need something a little bit more definitive at this level. Same type of deal with BBT. BBT is, almost exactly the same chart coming back up there. You can see the 51 level very mixed. We have buying, we have selling, we have buying, we have selling. So just not really a definitive, this is what's going to happen there. Now, there's certainly going to move today. It's just as of right this second, we don't really have a great show of hand in either of them. BIOC. Now, I usually wouldn't even put this on our list because of the fact that, it just never really works out to be a great day trade. It's moved a few times that we've seen it happen, but most of the time we kind of get that movement during the pre-market, and then it kind of dies out. And when we come up over here to the 250 level, you can see we just never really got a lot of good buying that came in. You have 2 prints that came in, and that's just not going to do it. So I'm going to keep this on my side list. I definitely want to pay attention to it, but at the same time, it's kind of towards the low end of things I'm going to be looking at this morning. And then HYRE, another one looking at. All right, we can see as this, actually before you were able to short it, it looks like it's now hard to borrow. But pushing back up, coming back towards that downside, there's just not really much coming into this one at all either. I mean, at 4, we had beautiful buying that came in from yesterday. As of right this second, just not really much there. But it's another one that's going to go on our side list because of the fact that it does have, a pretty drastically bigger range than we usually would see in this. But overall, Twitter by far is my favorite show of hand that we got going on out there at that 3150. Just absolutely beautiful new selling coming into there. And that's pretty much what I got. Let's take a look at our scanners. Let's see if anything else new has came in. So PULM, 161,000 shares. I've seen this thing move before, but as of right now, I mean, it's not terrible buying coming in. We'll throw this one on our side list as well. Just, not bad buying coming in above, right around that minor at the 170, 160 area, or 175, 160 area. So not terrible, but nothing really that special yet, especially for a cheaper stock. And that looks like the only new thing, actually SBGL, 270,000 shares, but absolutely nothing going on there either. And then moving over to the loser side of things, Grub new to our list, 207,000 shares, and it's taking a big hit. Looking over here, doesn't look like we had too much big selling in this huge move towards that downside. Looks like some covering came in around that 73, one print at 72. So going to need a little bit more than that, but Grub certainly is going to be on our list now because something just happened, whether the earnings or whatever just came in. Definitely news just popped out. And that's about it. NIO. So NIO, beautiful move yesterday. We know a bunch of people buying at that 8 level and at that 850 level. So it's really kind of just pulling back from that 850. But overall, there's just someone's coming in with a huge amount of buying, and it's not new. Every time the stock gets to 8, we see somebody with huge money come in, and they're buying it up at 850. Yesterday we saw more come back into it, so definitely at some point expecting this to go back up. Just going to be a matter of, are we going to see a trade this morning? Because a lot of times 43 cents, its average range doesn't really move too much. And then earnings for Grub. Okay. All right. I know there's a whole bunch of things out there. I know Grubhub was like the original one, and then now you have Uber Eats, you have DoorDash. There's a bunch of other ones coming out there, so I wonder if that has to do with their earnings. But we will definitely keep an eye on that. All right, guys, so that pretty much looks like it. So we got a lot of volume out there, a lot of things going on. So it looks like we're going to have a very active morning. So let's get ready for it. I will talk to everyone in the chat, and happy trading.